Let's go. Coming live. Oh shit, yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. And we're live, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens win. Let's go, boys. Um yeah, so the Montreal Canadiens they came out tonight. They played a fantastic game against the Edmonton Oilers. I do want to start off by saying that. I do still have the big ass not donut board of nine behind me because why not? Um but yeah, the Montreal Canadiens came out tonight against the Edmonton Oilers. Played a very fantastic game, in my opinion. Kind of a slow pace game at points, very fast pace at points, and they would come out with the W, as you guys could probably tell by the title, the thumbnail, and the fact I'm wearing the white jersey tonight. Let's go, Julian Plante. Go Habs, go! Big win. Let's go, Julian. Easily, definitely a big win. I would argue this is maybe bigger than the one on Saturday, but we will find that out in time if it is. Hey, hype, hype, hype. Marcus Hunt, welcome to the stream, man. Or welcome back to the stream. Um, Surprisingly, not too many comments to go through this time, so we're going to get right into the review. And of course, if anyone does have any comments or questions or whatever, please feel free to ask them, and I will definitely answer them. Personally, I honestly feel like tonight's going to be a bit of a shorter stream. I'm really hoping maybe 25 or 30 minutes, hopefully. So this is game number 3 of the 2020-2021 NHL season. By the way, guys, please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me, how the stream looks, how it sounds, all that good stuff as usual. But this is game number 3 of the 2020-2021 NHL season for the Montreal Canadiens. They were in Edmonton at the Rogers Place. Hi, can't stay for long. Got class tomorrow. Nice W. And everyone else. Hey, Lucas C. Thank you, man. Everyone else, drop a like and sub. Lucas C. No problem if you can't stay here for long, man. Appreciate you just dropping by at all. Thank you very much, sir. Trill Nico, go Habs, go. TBC with the Leafs hype. I feel like that might be the fake. I feel like that might be I feel like that might be a fake TBC because I feel like I have TBC modded. Let me go check actually real quick if I do have TBC modded. If I don't, I apologize, TBC. I don't know why I would have modded you actually, TBC. But yeah, go Leafs, go for sure, TBC. When they're not playing the Habs, I'm rooting for them against anyone else. But the opening lineup for the Montreal Canadiens was Tatar, Danault, Gallagher, Durant, Suzuki, Anderson, Armia, Kotkaniemi, Toffoli, Lehkonen, Evans, Byron. On defense, Sherratt, Weber, Edmondson, Petrie, Kulak, Romanov, and Jake Allen was getting the start tonight. Would be making his Montreal Canadiens debut tonight. Was really excited to see how that works. Carey Price will be backing him up. President's Trophy leader so far. Yo, TBC, how does it feel to have beaten the Canadiens and of all teams, the fucking Senators and the Jets? How does it feel to have beaten those guys so far? Settings. Yeah, I think I can check here who's a mod real quick. Hey, TBC, imagine having a lost lol JK. Just got another. Hey, let's go. Yo, Marcus, you're addicted to buying Vegas jerseys. I think we need to get you some intervention. I think we need to get you some intervention, brother. Community. I think this is where I'm going to check this real quick because I want to see if the moderator. No, TBC is not a mod. TBC, I am really surprised. Really surprised you're not a mod. Oh yeah, a bunch of hidden users from that one loser. It feels amazing. Hashtag road to 71. 71. Oh, playoff games. Playoff games included. God damn it, TBC. Big dummy. Barry's oh shit, Ray bro. Yo, someone get John. Raybro's going off in here. Barry is an embarrassment to offensive D-men. Legresson, who was a rookie, plays so much better. At least we didn't lose 5-1. Raybro, honestly, the Oilers played better than when they did Saturday, in my opinion. We will get to some bright spots as well. It's just, I don't know what happened tonight. Yes, I know. I had money from selling my stuff. Hey, Marcus Hunt, let's go, man. At least you only buy when you have money. At least you're not one of those people that buy something that's like, oh, I'll be able to pay for that later. Like, no, all right, I got the money. I'll buy it now. I do like that, Marcus. So that's a good quality to have. 55 plus 16. Yeah, TBC. I had a feeling you were including the playoffs. Yamamoto 100% should be playing on the first PP. Playing on the first power play. And with Neil when he comes back and put Draisaitl on PP2. Raybro loves talking about PPs. I'm gonna break myself, I swear. McDry with the dots. My apologies, McDry and Raybro, for the loss tonight, man. But guys, just keep in mind, Raybro did say in the HTH Discord, quote, get ready to say GG's again tomorrow in reference to Saturday's game when the Oilers get drilled. Or what was it you said exactly, Raybro? What was it you said? Nah, hold my sword. Road to 72-0. Marcus Hunt, let's come on. We all know the Canadiens are about to go 72-0-1. We have not lost in regulation yet. Come on. Bow to the Kings. Not when you lose to Arizona. At least we didn't lose yet. Yeah, Marcus Hunt, you guys have not lost yet, man. Woo, I want to be a fucking cutesy playmaker. Ooh, woo. For fuck's sake, Yamamoto deserves more. Raybro, yo, someone go get John, man. Raybro's going off in here. That's Raybro. There's John's video right there. Just taking the comments from Raybro in the stream. I'm much happier. Hey, Sons of Liberty, man. Much happier Islanders fan. Glad to hear that, Sons. Big win against the Bruins tonight. I think it's their first win in 10 years, 10, 11 years at home against the Bruins. That's honestly nuts. If I see a Habs jersey, yo, McDry, burn it and then send it to me. I will gladly accept a burnt Habs jersey. If the Habs play the Oilers, this rating's going to be Jesus TVC. Wolverine, welcome to the stream, man. As soon as I say it's going to be a bit of a shorter stream, likely, bunch of people come in. That's amazing. Thank you guys for the 4 likes, by the way, so far. What the hell happened to the Oilers? If this keeps going for them, it will be too late. Honestly, Wolverine, I think so. And this isn't me hating the Oilers speaking. It genuinely, I think, if the Oilers keep playing the way they are right now, it might be too late by the end of like next month, I think. A month into the season, as you said. I honestly think it could. I think it could honestly maybe be too late for the Oilers. A month into the season, if they end up playing the way they're playing now. Like it's genuinely ridiculous. TBC, exactly. The Oilers could genuinely finish last in the division. And guys, what did I say in my predictions on the divisions? Who did I have predicted as last in the division? I'm just saying. Instead of a jersey, lol, I'll print out a Montreal Canadiens logo and burn it or throw it in the garbage. McDry, that you can do. Actually, I'd rather you not. Actually, yeah, it's probably better than buying a Habs thing to burn that, but whatever. Yeah, print out a logo. It's expensive to print. I have a printer. I don't print because I don't know how printers work. Don't ask why. When the fucking refs hold your hand, and you still fall that. Ray, bro, we will definitely talk about that. I swear, Vegas is the most annoying team. Score a fucking goal. Marcus Hunt, man. I wish you guys could score. I had Edmonton 6th. Fucking Devin Shore scored. Yo, Raybro going off in my chat is fantastic. Raybro going off in my chat is amazing. Thank you, Raybro, for the content, by the way. Oilers have Dryan, McDavid, and Scan. Unfortunately, it seems the Oilers only do really well when they have McDavid and Draisaitl playing together because they have good chemistry. I'm just saying, Edmonton, I'm a good GM sometimes. You might want to listen to me. Edmonton is mad sus this year. They are Sons of Liberty. Hey, James Berry, welcome back to the stream, buddy. Your team looked good this year. Yeah, man, James Berry, we look really, really good this year. Really, really solid. It's only 3 games into the season, but we're still so far looking pretty solid. Raybro is mad McDry. But the opening line for the Oilers now, generational talent. Generational talent, my ass. Do you need me to get the belt? Whoa. Raybro wants to do some sus things out here. I don't know if I approve of that in my chat. I don't know if I approve of Raybro spanking some butts in my chat. But the opening lineup for the Oilers was Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, and Zach Kassian, who made his return. Even though I hate Zach Kassian, I will congratulate him on having a little baby girl, apparently. That's why he was out of Saturday's game, was because he had a little baby girl. So big congratulations to Zach Kassian on that. Raybro's sus. Hell yeah, McDry. Raybro's always sus. Oilers, we have depth. Every team with depth. That's cap. Thank you, Marcus Hunt. Can I pin your comment? Pin message. Yeah, I'm going to pin that one. Hey, Rich J. Welcome to the stream, man. Nothing much, Rich J. I'm just enjoying a really, really good Montreal Canadiens victory tonight. Come back, Caro. We love you. Ray, bro, no. When you're begging for Jujar Kara to come back, I gotta lose all hope for the Oilers. Habs are looking good, Rich J. I agree, man. We're looking really, really solid. You're a great person. Hey, thank you, James. Where you are too, man. Appreciate you being in the streams. But it was Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, Cassian, Cahoon, Draisaitl, Yamamoto, Nygaard, Turris, Puljujarvi, Archibald, Shore, and Chason. So that's pretty much the only thing I believe that changed on the offense was Cassian coming up on that first line, fourth line, and for the Canadiens, literally nothing changes except for Jake Allen starting instead of Carey Price. Yeah, man, Jake Allen looked really, really solid. It sucks he did lose the that does suck that he lost the shutout, man. It was the fucking Devin Shore of all people. Well, we will get to that. Okay, I'm gonna be back when we beat you again. We get the angry crying thumbnail. Yo, TVC. I'll see you then, man. It likely is happening. McDavid, do I want to play today? Nah, I'm not gonna hit open nets. Rip Ray, bro. Habs are the Golden Knights, but they can score a goal other than in the final minute. Yo, Marcus Hunt, if you're comparing us to the Golden Knights, thank you. Sons of Liberty. Edmonton fans when Mike Smith and Mikko Koskinen is their tandem. It's not even Mike Smith. He's on LTIR, Sons of Liberty. He's on LTIR for, I think they have to stay on for at least 10 days, I think it is. 10, 12 days, something like that. I forget how many days they have to be on LTIR. I truly feel bad for Koski. Yo, Ray, bro, I'll admit, Koskinen played really well today, despite allowing the 3 goals, one of which I would say wasn't even his fault, and that being the Weber goal. Personally, I feel bad for Koskinen as well. He should be backing up a team like Vegas or, hell, even Arizona. Anywhere but Edmonton, I think he'd be a really, really solid backup rather than a fairly decent starter. Oof, Oilers fans, big sad, big rips, Sons of Liberty. On defense was Nurse and Slater Cuckoo going from the third left defense to the first right defense for the Oilers. That was honestly really, really nuts. Seeing that before the game, putting it in my lines, that is not my fresh Pepsi. That too as well, actually, hearing that. But seeing Slater Cuckoo, who was the best, and Raybro can even say this himself, Koskinen was Cuckoo was the Oilers' best defenseman on Saturday. The fact he actually got promoted to the first line right defense is nuts. I swear, Raybro's probably the Oilers GM in secret. And then Chris Russell, Tyson Barrie, and then Legason and Larson. So I'm probably going to confuse those two a lot. Koskinen was getting the start for the night. Skinner will be backing up, obviously. Yeah, Cuckoo did not play too bad. He was kind of invisible, but yeah. Keyword backup. Exactly, Marcus Hunt. Koskinen is meant to be a backup. Who's the backup? What's his name? Slater. No, not Slater. Sleekin Skinner, something like that. Raybro can tell you in the chat who their backup is. His last name is Skinner. It's not the Skinner you're thinking of. Early on in the first period, the Oilers were looking much better than how they played on Saturday. They were really getting into the Canadian zone, really doing their best to apply some pressure as well and try to get an early goal. Stuart Skinner, thank you, Raybro, and Trill Nico, thank you both for putting that. Stuart Skinner. But Jake Allen was playing his first regular season game, and I believe they said 10 months, which is nuts. But he was looking really solid early on, really calm and collected, which I do like seeing that with Jake Allen. Some really nice saves early on as well. There's the proof you needed no depth. Wait, what? What do you mean, Marcus? Oh, yeah, Rich J, thank you. The laser beam by Lehkonen. We're definitely going to get into that, man. Rich J, we definitely will get to that once the goal happens. My dark horse for the North is Vancouver. Sons of Liberty, I had Vancouver making the playoffs. It's not looking likely right now. I believe they're, 0-2-1 or something like that, 0-2-0 in the season. They're currently trailing to the Flames. I think it's 3-1 unless they've scored or the Flames have scored. But yeah, I definitely want Vancouver to make the playoffs. I see them making the playoffs. Suzuki has been great for us. Yeah, Wolverine. Suzuki is now on a 3-game point streak. So he scored in every single game this season. He's on pace for 50-something points, which I would love that if he was point per game this year. But yeah, the fact he already has three points, he's been really good. He seemed a little invisible on Saturday, but he really stepped up his game tonight, in my opinion. I think he definitely played really good. Oilers goalie depth is garbage. I had them finishing 5th. Wow. That's surprising, Marcus Hunt. You had them finishing in 5th. Raybro, Mikko cannot play at least Mikko cannot play at least 4 more games or he burnt out. So does that mean you give the start to Skinner against the Leafs? I don't think you want to do that, Raybro. What do you do, Raybro, there? Do you play Koskinen against the Leafs and then play him? I think Friday they face the Flames, I think. Do you start Skinner then? When do you potentially start Stuart Skinner? Do the Oilers play the Senators? Because that's a pretty clear give Stewart a win. Give Stewart a start there. Hope he can handle the Senators. But that's for Raybro. Suzuki makes me sad. Marcus, thank you for Suzuki. Thank you for Suzuki, man. I understand Patch is doing good for you, but you kind of need a Suzuki right now. Kokinemi bust. Hey, Mike Fiore, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for coming by the stream. Kokinemi a bust. I don't know about that, Mike. Who's your favorite player? James Berry. My favorite player is Brendan Gallagher of the Montreal Canadiens. Exactly, Marcus Honey could be the next Patrice Bergeron. Lego Rocks, we're coming for you in the Canucks now. Rich J, we are, man. Lego Rocks is gonna be happy either way. The Canadiens or the Canucks win because I think he's a fan of both. Yeah, that's why I say 4 more games. I'd rather have Skinner play with Flames than Nucks or than Leafs. Understandable. Flames don't have like as much firepower as Leafs. Oilers are done. Damn, goalie girls. Counting Edmonton out immediately. That's surprising, honestly. Bruh, Ottawa. Yeah, Marcus Hunt could be. No, fuck, Pacioretty's annoying. He doesn't score in playoffs. Understandable. Oilers neighbor rival won tonight. They're playing good, and I can see them making the playoffs. Yeah, Wolverine. The Flames looked really, really solid tonight, in my opinion. Or at least it seems they did. It seems they played really solid tonight. Held the Canucks, I think, to a few less chances last time I looked. But Wolverine, the Flames are looking good. I definitely discredited them just a little bit. I mean, they could finish top 3. I had them, I think, 4th. I think I had it Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, Calgary, and then missing the playoffs was Winnipeg, Ottawa, Edmonton, I believe is how I had it. I was saying that Carey Price, Sons of Liberty, Carey Price and Jake Allen could be dangerous. I was saying that as well when I did the analysis for the Jake Allen trade. That I said this was to get a really good backup who could arguably steal some starts away from Carey Price, and Jake Allen is kind of just what the Habs needed, especially with this season. Mark Bergevin looks like a genius, even more of a genius than he already is, because then with the back-to-backs. All right, we can play Carey Price and Jake Allen each a game. No need to worry about having, oh, God, Carey Price is going to play one game and then Antti Niemi's going to play the other. We can hope to go 1-for-1 at least, you know? Sharks Elite Fury. I don't know about that, man. They lost to the Blues. I mean, I like Patch. Yeah, Marcus Hunt. I like Patch as well. It's just some things about him is like, meh. I'm making a quick rant. Yo, let's go, Ray, bro. Let's go. I do remember the 2019 St. Louis Blues. They were one of the worst teams in the NHL. Statistically, even though they did have a few games in hand on the Kings and whatnot, and blah, 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 they weren't really last in the NHL, but I get what you mean. Kokinemi not a bust. Yeah, goalie girls. I do agree. Kokinemi's not a bust. Fury was a meme in there, which Fury, big hype to the Rangers, baby. Let's go. I honestly think Ottawa making Trill. Like the Oilers, the Senators have looked really solid, and they could potentially make the playoffs, I think. They honestly could. But yeah, goalie girls. Kokinemi's not a bust. Could be trading him in a package for Dubois. I don't know if that really happens. Boo, lol, JK. Hey now. Is that a reference to the Oasis song? Because if that is, I already love you. In a non-homosexual way. Unless you want it that way. No, seriously. Hey now, welcome to the stream, man. Good game for sure. The Oilers have impressed me. I will be honest. The Oilers definitely impressed me these past 2 games. Sharks suck. I'm not biased at all. Marcus, I agree. I wish Avalanche could play Montreal. Ooh. McDry, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. The only reason I never really count the Oilers out is McDavid, Draisaitl, and Nugent Hopkins, but the Oilers seem to let a lot of people down. Agree, Wolverine, man. 2017. Fucking 2017. They were up 3-0 against the Ducks, and we know how that turned out. Would you trade Kokinemi for Marcus Hunt? Do you mean Kokinemi for Dubois? Because if so, Not really. Mostly because of the cap situation. If you guys do get Dubois, how can you guys afford going a week or so without him? Probably. I would think so. The only thing is we'd have to use likely Evans on our third line unless we straight up just take out Kotkaniemi and then put in, say, Ryan Poehling and give him a chance in the top 9. I think we could honestly go a week or so without just Ray Kotkaniemi. Excuse me. Does the Game 7 first round curse continue for Toronto this year? Sons of Liberty, in my opinion, no. I don't think it does, depending on who they play. If it's a Battle of Ontario, Toronto, Ottawa, obviously not. Toronto likely sweeps. As much as I want to see that be a vicious 7-game series, I think Toronto maybe sweeps Ottawa if it's a playoff series. Winnipeg, likely Toronto in 6, I think. Edmonton, Toronto, maybe in 5, maybe 6. Montreal, don't think they could beat Montreal in a playoff series, but that just might be the Habs fan in me speaking. It depends on the team, like I said. It depends on the team because I don't know the rules about. Yeah, Mike Fury. Yeah, I believe they said it's actually 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks that the teams have to go without their players. I forget if they've made special exceptions and it's only a week or a certain amount of days. Personally, I think if you I think Canadian teams trading with U.S. teams and vice versa. You know what I mean? I think it's 2 weeks. It might be a week, but I'm not sure. Knights can't score the Coyotes like they're supposed to suck. We were supposed to be stacked. I agree, Marcus Hunt. But keep in mind, it's just 3 games into the season. The Knights are going to get better. Absolutely not, goalie girls. I do not trade Caulfield. Caulfield has already been ruled off limits for any potential trades. Drouin, I could see us maybe trading. And a first for Dubois, maybe. I think the trade likely ends up being something like Kotkaniemi, a first and Poehling, but even then you maybe have to add a little something else, like, for example, a decent prospect. Personally, I think you'd have to do that. Damn, I feel for Columbus fans because they always have star players. Exactly, Wolverine, Panarin, Bobrovsky, and now Dubois. The only thing is they actually might get something for Dubois, whereas Panarin hurt the most, in my opinion. Like, Bobrovsky, yeah, sure, you're going to go suck in Florida, have fun, whatever. But Panarin, the fact he was the MVP, arguably the most valuable, probably the most valuable player last season, was the only reason the Rangers got anywhere close to the playoffs last year. And they didn't get anything for him in return. They didn't trade him to the Rangers. They didn't trade his rights to the Rangers. Even getting a 7th would have been getting something. Like, he's not resigning. You could at least get something for Panarin's rights, So for me, I think losing Panarin definitely hurt the most personally. And then I think getting anything for Dubois would really do well. Erik Johnson a pick for Drouin? No, absolutely not, McDry. Even though Drouin did cause the shorthanded goal against us, which was the only goal, we'll get to that. Personally, I don't think we need Erik Johnson. I don't think we need Erik Johnson unless it's a first-round pick. Unless it's Erik Johnson and a first for Drouin, and you guys are taking another cap dump, say Paul Byron, then maybe I do that. But then again, who do you scratch on our blue line? Maybe Sherratt. Sherratt's doing decent though. But Erik Johnson, I don't think we need him right now. Sen should name Shabbat captain. I agree, Marcus. It's likely Shabbat, or I think what's more likely is Brady Tkachuk probably. Kreider for the Rangers, I could see that. Heischer for the Devils, maybe. Cole Caulfield's my favorite player. Yeah, James Barry. He's looking like he could be a really, really solid player. Does Chicago win more than 15 games this year? I'm going to be optimistic. Maybe. I'm going to be optimistic, and I'm actually going to say yes. I think they win 17 games this year. I know 17 games in 50-something season, in a 56-game season, but I don't know. Okay, Harry, he's mine. Modern-day Suzuki trade. If that wait, what? Okay, Harry, he's mine. Modern. What do you mean, Marcus? Goalie girls, keep in mind, yeah, maybe Caulfield's worth more in a trade, but but that's the thing. He might be overhyped, but he's a goal scorer. And keep in mind, the kid is what, like 18, 19? He has time to improve on his skating. Like, yeah, he's not, yeah, he's short and he's short, but he's fast. Like Caulfield, yeah, he's not big or anything, but we don't need big strong guys. That's what we have Galley for, to be an agitator. That's what we got Anderson for, to be a hitter. Edmondson to be a hitter. Sherrod can throw the body around occasionally. Romanov seems to be able to throw the body around. Corey Perry, if he plays, we have the guys that can hit. Caulfield is a bona fide goal scorer for us, 30-40 potentially. Maybe 50 if we're really, really pushing it. Like, yeah, maybe he has 50 goal potential, but likely 30-40 goals if he becomes what he was drafted to be. Just because he doesn't play a two-way game, he doesn't need to, in my opinion. He doesn't need to play a two-way game. He's one of those guys that I think is kind of like a McDavid, where you put him out on the power play when you want to score or you want to get a big goal. You put Caulfield on the ice, and it's like, all right, get the puck to Caulfield. I think that's what he could be. Miles Dyson, he will win a couple of Habs. Who? Miles Dyson? Hey, let's go. Vegas scored. What's the score now? To be honest, I made a prediction that Chicago can be a wild card. Yeah, unfortunately, Wolverine, it does seem like you might be wrong on that. I wanted Chicago to be good. I honestly wanted Chicago to be good. It's just, it sucks. To Vegas, Pacioretty, second, Mete, third, to Montreal, Suzuki. Damn. I would easily do that. Easily, I'd do that. Like, if it were current day, Pacioretty, a second, Mete, and a third to Montreal, Suzuki, that's still a win for us, in my opinion. But I think it does get a little bit better because you do get a good prospect in Mete, and you get a second and a third. Wow, so Marcus, you still wouldn't put Tatar in that trade despite him not at all fitting in well with Vegas? Oh, it's 2-2. Let's go. Oh, Caulfield. Yeah, Miles. I think Caulfield could end up winning a cup with Montreal. The way they're building this team, the way we're building the team to have a lot of depth and have that goal scoring along with that physicality and almost everything you need to win a cup. I think Caulfield could win a Stanley Cup with the Montreal Canadiens. Good night. Hey, Thomas Killer, man. What a win. Let's go indeed. Big night for the Leafs and big night for the Habs. I believe you are a Leafs fan, I think. No, I trade him somewhere else. Stacks trade for Habs. I don't know, Marcus. Tatar seems to fit only well in Montreal, in my opinion. Hey, Raybro, welcome back, man. Where am I? Oh, yeah, Josh Anderson looked really, really nice with some big hits, just about 5 minutes into the game. And then 5 minutes in, the first TV timeout, the game looks really, really good so far. Habs are starting to get a little bit better nearing halfway through the first period. Both teams were getting some nice chances as the physicality started to heat up, and I think this is what we're seeing. I think this is what we're going to start seeing as teams play more and more throughout the season. We're going to see a lot of hitting. I mentioned the hits at the end of the document, so we will get to that. But personally, the physicality was starting up early in this game. Buffalo-Philly game was the exact, yeah. I predicted Philly to win. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way. It ended up being a Buffalo victory. But yeah, really surprised by that. But hey, I'm happy the Sabres finally won. Dylan Larkin. Oh yeah, I did, Marcus Hunt. I was actually watching that Detroit-Columbus game. What a fucking game that was. The first that was a really good game. The goal that was called off, and immediately two fights breaking out. Larkin and I think it was Bobby Ryan who fought as well. Like those two guys fighting in the final minute, that was nuts. Two fights going on at the same time. When a guy live a game, like, what do you mean, James Berry, by that? But yeah, I did see the Larkin fight. That was really, really entertaining. That was a really entertaining game. No, my guy, Canadian. Oh fuck, Thomas. I'm really sorry, man. I'm really sorry, Thomas Killer. I forgot. Canadiens fan, let's go. Yeah, incredible PK. Jake Evans was really, really good tonight. We will definitely get to a lot of that. Definitely will get to we'll get a lot of that penalty kill time. Their childhood friends, Larkin bought tickets. Oh, Marcus, I did not know that. Yeah, their childhood friends. Yeah, I did hear about that. Larkin bought tickets for Renski's parents. No way, Marcus Hunt. That's nuts. When are you going to be live to do a play-by-play? I'm not sure. James Berry. Honestly, probably once we move out of this house, because my TV is in my parents' room because they're using my TV. I'm using theirs because something about theirs is too small for their room, something like that. And my TV can't come out here. I could technically move the computer setup into my room to do that, but it'd be a little weird. If I were to do that, though, it would probably be the February 6th game against the Ottawa Senators. It would probably be, like I said, the game against the Ottawa Senators on the 6th of February, but I don't know if I want to do that. American kids don't want to play in Montreal. Caulfield would want out the first chance he gets. The taxes in Quebec is a huge deal to the American players. I mean, maybe it is. I mean, you can't really judge Caulfield yet. He would have requested a trade out of Montreal. He has to know about the taxes. And personally, I think if he genuinely wants to just be in a really good team and win a cup, I think Montreal could be a good place for him. And, like he would have pulled a Lindros. He would have said, no, I don't want to play in Montreal, blah, 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 all this stuff. And then they would have traded him by now. I genuinely think Montreal would have traded Caulfield by now if he actually wanted out. And goalie girls, you can't really say, oh, American kids don't want to play in Montreal. You look at the Americans on the team. Who's American on the team? Weber. Weber's an American. Like, he's not a kid, but still. You look at a lot of the Americans that are on the team, like Jake Allen, for example. If he didn't want to play in Montreal, even though he's not a kid, these guys that are American. I believe Jake Allen is American. He might be a Canadian, but I think he's American. But the fact that some of these guys, I think it's more. I think Montreal is starting to take more of a route of what Boston does, where if you want to get paid, you go elsewhere. If you want to win a cup and you want to contend, you stay here and you take a pay cut. I think that's what Montreal is starting to follow, and I love that about the Bruins is that they're going by that. You want to get paid, you go somewhere else. Well, you go walk. But if you want to. But if you want to play, if you want to win, and you want to be a cup contender, you want to be in a cup contender. If you want to be a cuck, you stay in Montreal. No, but if you want to be a cup contender, you stay in Montreal. Weber's not Canadian. Jake Allen is from New Brunswick. Well, still, you look at it, what players are American that are on the Montreal Canadiens. Poehling is American, exactly. He would have wanted out by now. I believe he signed an extension with the Canadiens, I think, last year. He would have just asked to be traded, or he would have said, no, I don't want a contract. If I'm going to get paid, you give me double, so I do get what I would originally have gotten, for example. If you want to be a cook, no, God damn it, Marcus. Jake Allen's Canadian because he played in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey, Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, QMJHL. Yeah, there we go, James. Thank you. I think Montreal legit cut. Hey, thank you, Sons of Liberty. Appreciate it. Would you have waived Mete instead of Juleson? No. As much as I hate to say it, I would have waived Noah Juleson. I think Juleson, personally, is going to do really well. I think he's going to do really well in Florida. I wish Juleson the best of luck. I don't want him to just, he's never going to make the NHL now. Like, no, I want him to do good in Florida. Hell, if he comes out and he gets, say, 12 points in 8 games, like, good for Juleson, man. Good for Juleson. I don't think he could have done that in Montreal. Florida could end up being a good fit for him, I think. Mete, I think, works well in Montreal. I think we needed Mete on the taxi squad more so because of the depth that he brings to the Canadiens. That's why people want out of LA. Really, people want out of LA. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily I don't think it's necessarily more so because of the high taxes there. I think it's just because LA is kind of a bad team right now. If he does want out, but goalie girls, how do you know he wants out? Goalie girls, excuse me, how do you know that Poehling wants out though? Hey Harry, what do milk? Cows drink milk, Mark. Oh wait. I hate all of you guys in the chat so badly right now. Did I just get debated by a Vegas fan? 3-2 Vegas, let's go. Hey, Randy N, let's go, big boy. Big hype. Nice shiny jersey. Thank you, man. I made sure to wash it for the video today. Vegas gold, let's go, Sons of Liberty. Let's go, Vegas Knights winning. Yeah, taxes are going to be crazy. But yeah, so the physicality was starting to heal. I gotta rush this because I want to get done before the stream ends up lagging again. Knock on wood. And my legs got pins and needles. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, let's just hurry up with this. Arizona just choked this, my lord. Were they up 2-0 or were they up just 2-1? Was it a 1-1 tie and they scored and now it's 3-2, or is it a 2-0 comeback, like a pure comeback from Vegas? Harry, cows drink. Shut up, Marcus. No one clipped me on that. And then, out of nowhere, Alexander Romanov opened the scoring with a shot from the point. I believe it tipped off Tyson Barrie. I think Raybro could confirm that. But it's a 1-0 Canadiens hockey game. The assists go to Kulak and Byron on that goal. Really great seeing the rookie getting on the board early, and that was really awesome. Mr. Greedo, let's go Canadiens. Let's go. Go Habs, go, baby. I'll be shocked. Yeah, exactly, Randy, and me too. I will be shocked if Price plays all three. I don't think he is, though. Personally, I think they could go maybe, say, Price, Allen, Price. Or if we do want to rest Price another game, we'd go Allen playing 2 straight games. Technically, you know what I mean. But Allen, Price, Allen. I think we could end up doing that. Or maybe we end up going Allen, Price, Price. Because, my dad suggested something, and I really do like it. The Canadiens playing 2 games each, depending on the circumstances. Back-to-back, obviously, you know what I mean. But, you play Price 2 games, you play Allen 2 games, you play Price 2 games, Allen, Price, Price, Allen, Price, Price, Allen, Price, Price. You play it like that. Petry's the only American on the team right now, but he just signed an extension. What, 5 years? 5-year extension. He clearly wants to be in Montreal. In my opinion. Really, you think Price is going to play in the back-to-back, Randy? That's really surprising. Because what I would assume is they'd maybe go Price Allen for the back-to-back because Allen played great. Price is playing pretty solid. I would personally think you'd go either Allen Price or Price Allen Price. I'd probably go maybe Price Allen Price just to give each goaltender a little bit of rest between each game. But it all depends on how whoever plays the first game does. If Allen comes out, knock on wood, and he gets a shutout, 47 saves, Habs win like 4-0, for example. Then personally, I think you play Price the next game and then you play Allen. But if Price comes in, but if Allen comes in, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Allen shouldn't play double back-to-backs. I think Allen is good as a backup. Playing a game or two, not per week, but say play Price, Allen, Price, Price, Allen, Price, Allen, Allen, for example, I disagree. I would run Price 65-35. Marcus, for me, like I said, it depends on how Allen plays. If Allen starts playing like a really, really solid, like a really good goaltender, I don't think you don't play him 65-35, obviously, but I think a 50-50 split would be really good because I think that's what the Canadiens got Jake Allen to be, was a reliable backup, even if it is just for this year while we wait for Caden Primo to come up. Oilers is basically fighting with Canucks and Jets for the last spot. That's nuts, Ray, bro. That's honestly nuts. The Blues is sus too. Agreed, Sons of Liberty. But the assist went to Kulak and Byron on the goal. Romanov, his first NHL goal. Tape up the puck, bring it to the bag, baby. Allen is the backup. Only way Allen plays back-to-back is if Price is injured. And knock on wood, big, massive knock on wood. That's going to hurt my balls, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I mean, I think Allen, I think personally, Randy, I honestly think Allen is a goaltender that is a really fantastic backup. He's nearing starter, but he's a good fringe starter. Like if he's a good 1A, 1B type guy. You know what I mean? Kind of like a Raskin Halak. Him 50% of the games, start the other guy 50% of the games, or play him slightly less, but he's not meant to be a starter in my opinion. But I do think it all depends on how Allen does. Like I said, if he comes out on Wednesday, for example, and puts a shutout, I think you maybe play him back-to-back technically. You play him back-to-back. But if we play Price on Wednesday and then he gets a shutout, then yeah, you obviously maybe you play Price the next night. It's I don't know. Harry, rank your top 3 teams for goaltending random. What do you mean? Marcus, what do you mean? Like goaltending tandems or like what do you mean? Yeah, Goalie Girls. Allen is here for this year plus 2 more years if he doesn't get picked up by Seattle, though. Because we have to leave the goaltender exposed. Unless we, for some reason, choose to protect both Allen and Price and then leave someone really good on the forward or defensive group exposed. Though I do think we maybe might leave Allen out and then have like maybe a bit of a not bamboozle, but a bit of a like, hey, if you don't take Allen, you take say Artturi Lehkonen, we'll give you a 2nd round pick and blank. Like I think we could do something like that because like not necessarily Jake Allen will be the backup for those 3 years. I do think we want to give Primo as much time to develop properly as possible, I think. Hey, who knows? Maybe next year he could be NHL ready and we end up having to trade Allen, or maybe at the end of Allen's contract, we let him go, and then that's when Primo becomes a backup, and it's the right time for him, you know? Byron, yes. Hey, Randy, I know you're happy about Byron. Price is I can't change your mind on that, Suns. I think Price might be a robot. Allen will be a starter and see. I hope not as well, Randy. Oh, tandems. Montreal's definitely up there. Boston's definitely up there. And I think if they can get their shit together, I think the Islanders could be up there. Montreal, Price and Allen, both fantastic goalies. Rask and Halak, in my opinion, is the best goaltending tandem in the NHL. Rask, who's a proven starter. Halak, who, in my opinion, is still a starter. I think he definitely could be a starter in almost every other team. But yeah, me personally, I gotta go Montreal, Boston, and the Islanders. Allen's here for a 60-40 split. I could definitely see that. Do not protect mid-range players and open the salary cap. What do you mean, Randy? Like, so do you mean like let Allen go to Seattle, or like give up, or like what do you mean by that, Randy? Could you just clarify, please? I think Taylor Hall, really, Suns. That's interesting. I feel like Taylor Hall could go Seattle in free agency as well. It's just interesting. Yeah, I don't see Hall getting a max contract either. Like, he's played well in Buffalo so far, but in my opinion, if Taylor Hall cannot get Buffalo into the playoffs, and if they can't win at least a round, that's it. That is Taylor Hall's career. Not done, obviously, but that is him. Like, okay, he got $7 million for 1 year. We'll give you 5.5 for 3, for example, you know, or 5.5 per 3 years. Lindgren is an AHL bench warmer. I mean, I don't know. Because, like, yeah, we have Primo and we have the other guy. I forgot his name. Vitaly, not Nemchenkov. Something like that. It's like Lindgren technically is the backup in the third goalie in the AHL. But I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe we keep Lindgren to be the starter or backup once Primo is available or to the NHL personally. The Canadiens were starting to get a bit of pressure, but there was some stuff going on. Cassian and some other players were going in the Canadiens' faces. The Canadiens, honestly, I just don't want the Leafs. Honestly, I just want Ray, bro. You just want the Leafs just to go down. That's sus. If it means Montreal getting first in the division, maybe. TBC, and I can't blame you, Ray, bro. TBC is a bit of a yeah. I think Vegas has to do. Oh yeah, top 3. Yeah, Leonard and Fleury. I forgot about them. Yeah, so in terms of like solidified, like yes, as of right now, top 3 tandems, and not like Sorokin might be something good. I think as of right now, like solidified Montreal, Boston, Vegas, and Marcus. Thank you for reminding me of that. Actually, Leonard's a starter. Fleury's a starter who's relegated to a backup. That's honestly nuts. Seattle will have better, younger, cheaper options in the draft. Primo won't be ready for a couple seasons. Goalies need time and shots. To get better, he won't get that behind. I mean, goalie girls, keep in mind, like being behind Price, he could get that, you know, with a 60-30 split, for example. I think that's what we want or in the NHL's case with 82 games, 50-30. You know what I mean? 50-30 split, for example. I do think he could end up getting that behind Price personally. I honestly do think if Allen gets taken, Primo will still get some starts. I felt bad he was fed to the wolves, man. Like THG said, not the hockey guy, the THG Wicked 50 cal. Like he said, Sorokin was not to blame on 3 of those goals, you know. And like I said, I'm glad. I'm glad we signed. Yeah, exactly. Players like Anderson, Perry, and Toffoli instead of Hall. You know, because if we just signed Hall, we don't get a potential 20 goal scorer in Toffoli. We don't get the grit in Perry, and we don't get Josh Anderson. We likely end up having to pay Max Domi $7 million. You know, so personally, I am happy we didn't sign Hall because I wouldn't have liked him personally. We have to stop taking so many. Yeah, Trill Nico, I do agree. There is a lot of dumb penalties. We're going to get to those in a little bit, but definitely some dumb penalties. Goalie girls, he does not need 60 games in the AHL. That is way overplaying a goaltender. Like hell, even like I was really against. Like I would go back and see. I was really against Price playing all 60 of those games that he played. In 2015 when he won the Hart. Like, yeah, he was the best player in the NHL by far, but still playing him 60 games is way too much, even if he got 44 wins. And even in the AHL, I think 60 games is too much. I think maybe 50 would be 45, 50, you know? I mean, for example, leave players like Byron, Allen, Sherrod in the expansion draft. If they want to take the salary, I want to open up. No one's taking Byron, Randy, I don't think. Unfortunately, I don't think anyone is taking Byron unless you pay for a team to take Byron. Even though Byron is still a good bottom sixer, bottom 6 guys do not get paid $3 million unless they're on a team like the Colorado Avalanche and they're absolutely stacked with offense. Jake Allen, I could definitely understand, even though he is getting paid an insanely low amount of money. I could see them maybe leaving him exposed. I'd rather us keep Allen though. Sherratt, I honestly don't know if you want to put Romanov in that one left defense spot right away. If you leave Sherratt exposed, like I do think we might leave Sherratt exposed. It just depends. Wolverine, see you after the next game, man. 36 price 20 for Allen. That could be reasonable. I think that could be reasonable. I do think with as many back-to-backs, I think Allen is going to get a lot of starts. Technically, in terms of all right, there's back-to-back. We'll play Price 1, Allen 1. There we go. But I could see 36 for Price and 20 for Allen being reasonable. The Blackhawks had one of the best tandems last year. Now they're starting. Yeah, exactly, Suns. They're starting Malcolm Subban. The cross-checking penalties by Romanov in Toronto was directly because Toronto complained like a baby. I don't know about that, Randy. I mean, Romanov's was a little soft. Weber's, I actually didn't even see those. I don't think I saw what caused those penalties. I think I was up here writing my notes when those happened, actually. But yeah, I didn't see those. But I don't know if it's because Toronto complained. Everyone's trying to say, "Oh, Toronto did this to the league. Toronto caused this." I don't think that was the case. Kulak will be exposed. Girly girls, I would hope Kulak isn't exposed. But if he is, I would trust Mark Bergevin and Claude Julien and whoever, That was a dive on Romanov. I don't know about that, Girly girls. Barry disrupt our power play by missing the net there. Yeah, exactly, Barry. Exactly, Ray Bro. Barry was not that great on the power play tonight. But the Canadiens were going to their first PK of the night. Get used to me saying PK tonight. Danault got called for an interference. Very, very lazy penalty that didn't need to be done by Danault. But with 20 seconds left, it would be 5-on-3. And I got PTSD thinking back to the Toronto game. Armia went to the box for holding. It was another lazy penalty. Then again, only with 8 seconds left now, Ben Sherratt went to the box for a delay of game. Yet another lazy penalty. A lot of these were lazy penalties that we took in this game. However, somehow the Canadiens were able to kill off every penalty in the game so far. The Oilers honestly looked very sluggish in their power play. 3 for 3 on the PK for the Canadiens. Really crazy so far. And that pretty much was going to do it for the first period. Habs led 1-0. Shots were 12-6 for the Oilers. And starting up the second period, the Habs were starting to look better now, clearly wanting to extend their lead. Danault was looking really well defensively during the following PK. Was really nice out there so far. Edmonton, speaking of, went to the power play. Romanov went to the box for cross-checking. Unfortunate to see that being called. Montreal looked fantastic during the PK, and somehow were able to kill it off again. 4 for 4 in the PK tonight. And then the Canadiens went to the power play. Adam Larson got called for holding. The Habs were looking sluggish to start their power play, but in the final roughly 35 or so seconds, they looked really solid. Just couldn't convert over one on the power play tonight. The Habs were starting to look better than the Oilers in terms of applying pressure and really starting to get more shots. The Habs went to the power play. Once again, it was a holding call on Slater Cuckoo. The Habs looked much better on this power play, really getting some good chances, but just couldn't get anything else past Koskinen, aside from the starting goal, the starting goal. 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. I want to see Bouchard so bad. Ray Bro, yes, we know about your fetish for Bouchard. We know you want to see him in the lineup. Suzuki, then. Nick Suzuki had a really fantastic chance right at the end of the power play, but he just couldn't beat Koskinen. On that power play as well, Petrie and Toffoli really combined for a really, really nice near goal. Basically, Petrie shot it, tipped off a stick, got right onto Toffoli, almost got in the net. It was a really, really nice chance for Toffoli, potentially Toffoli's first goal as a Montreal Canadien. It was nice to see Galley. It was nice to see Galley get his legs going. Yeah, man. I agree, goalie girls. And actually, I forgot to mention this, so thank you for technically reminding me of that. Brendan Gallagher had a really, really nice chance with a wide open net. I forget when it was. I think it was in the first period. But he had a really fantastic chance. He had a really fantastic chance, I think it was in the first period, where he had a wide open net, just couldn't get in the net. It went off, I think they said, the tip of his blade, just a split second too early. Almost could have made it 2-0 there. I think it was in the first period. But yeah, it was nice to see Galley get going tonight, man. It was really, really nice to see one of the Habs' best players finally getting going. Varlamov, yeah, man. Sons of Liberty. Varlamov did come to play. Yeah, true. Varlamov has two straight shutouts. I just realized that, man. Really, really happy I picked him up in fantasy then. Really, really happy about that. Hey, Ray Bro, thank you, man. Thank you for posting the PayPal, which you guys can send. If you guys do want to send money my way, the PayPal is greatly appreciated. You will get your name on the big ass not dono board of non-donations. As you can see, okay, still the Boomers, DDT regulator, and Blazy Boy, Blaze, who donated Monday for the Oilers game, the Habs Oilers game, the first one. Big thank you to Blaze, by the way, for that donation, most recent donation. And join the Discord. Definitely join the Discord. I am live. I post every time I go live, and every time I upload a video on there, you guys can talk with me and some other people. And yeah, dude, the Oilers are not doing great right now, but Raybro did just say it is still only 4 games, and I agree. Once you get into 10, 15 games, then you can start being concerned, like really big time. If the Oilers, knock on wood, or somehow say 9-4, for example, that's when you start getting concerned. No, the Oilers have won a game. Have the Oilers won a game? I forget. Gotta go. Hey, Golden Girls, thank you for coming by to the stream. It was nice having a conversation with you during the stream. I was really happy to see you in the stream. Thank you for coming by. Have a good night, and thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the politeness of your comment. You know what I'm trying to say, I think. Good night. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Slapshot Jack. Slapshot Jack, by the way, thank you for coming by to the stream. Canucks aren't doing good. Yeah, true. That is true, Ray, bro. The Canucks are not doing that great. The Jets are kind of decent, but they're not doing like that great either. Though I do want to point out, when the Senators early in the season are doing better than the Oilers, I think that should worry you slightly. The shots with about 8 minutes left in the second period were surprisingly something like 13-1 in the period in favor of the Canadiens. Was really scared at this point of the Oilers getting another shot and it beating Allen for him not facing many shots in the period. Ottawa most likely going to fall off, and Jets are a wild card. I could definitely see that being the case. I personally would love to see Ottawa in the playoffs, though. Yo, let's get some hype in the chat for the boy John. Hot Take Hockey in the chat, boys. Let's go. Oilers fans are learning that 3 players cannot carry a team. Sons of Liberty, I think they've been learning this for the past 3 or so seasons. Dude, I was playing Minecraft on my stream last night. My reaction to a creeper. Yo, Slapshot Jack. If you're on the Discord, send it to me on Discord. I want to check out that stream. Like, low-key, I don't play Minecraft, but that sounds funny. I want to check out your reaction to that. God damn it, my strands of hair are going to mess up now. I have like 10 Vegas jerseys. Line A Jets alternate. Matthew Tkachuk Flames reverse retro. Hughes Canucks black alternate. Boston Bruins home pasta jersey. That's nuts, Marcus. Jesus. I wish I had fucking the amount of jerseys you do. That's nuts, honestly. 10 Vegas jerseys, though. Surprised by that. Sorry, but it's not about... Yeah, exactly, Ray, bro. I do agree with you. It's not necessarily about players carrying. It is kind of about the attitude of some of the players. But yeah, like oh, my apologies for hitting the mic there. I do think, like, you know, the Canadiens, like, they're playing well right now because they have the attitude of we want to win. You know, if it was just, all right, cool, we're getting paid, let's just go out on the ice, you know, kind of like what Toronto was for a portion last year, you know. I do think that the Oilers kind of have that kind of attitude where it's like, all right, cool, we're the best team, we had the best power play last year, let's just go out and let's just do this, and then boom, if 2 of the best players are not producing, then someone else said, I don't know about that, Ray, bro. Like, I feel like it could partly be on McDavid and Draisaitl. Like, yeah, if McDavid and Draisaitl aren't producing, it should be on the other players to try and produce for them, you know, get back on the board for them. The Mikko situation where he's the most, I can't blame you, man. Like, Koskinen is your starter and Stuart Skinner is your backup. That's not great. It was my YouTube stream. All right, Slapstar Jack, I'll do that for sure. I'll check out your stream then. I'll do that after this stream. Where am I? My apologies. Oh yeah, the Habs were really starting to But yeah, the shots were something like 13-1 in the second period for the Canadiens at one point. And as I was saying, I was really, really scared of the Oilers just getting another shot and it would beat Allen and the game would be tied all of a sudden and it'd be a different game. Thankfully, that would not happen, though, at least in the second period. But the Habs were starting to really dominate the shots. But for me personally, it was really not that noticeable because every time the Oilers were starting to get into the Canadian zone, Jake Allen was just making really, really solid saves. Like, just great save after great save, really. Just, I don't want to say highlight real saves, but he was making really solid saves for someone who hasn't played in 4.5 months. Yo, shout out to the Legends here. Let's go, Hot Take. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, John. Skinner's in bad, more or less. We don't exactly, Ray, bro, because the dude hasn't played an NHL game at all. So like, he could come in and he could suddenly he could win 5 straight games with .40 goals against average. I don't even know if that's possible. Or he can end up losing 3 games he plays at 904 goals against average. 904, yeah, 90. No, that'd be 904, 9.04 goals. You know what I mean. Stone captain, Stone non-captain, Carlson, Leonard, Fleury, Reeves, White Cloud, Theodore, Petrangelo, Smith with the age. That's nuts, Marcus. Jesus, that is really nuts, man. I can't imagine having like 8 Habs jerseys and like just like 8 of this Habs jersey, just with different names and numbers on the back. That would be really weird for me personally. But the Habs will go back once again to the power play. This time it's Brendan Gallagher going to the box for boarding Darnell Nurse. I'll be honest, I think this might be suspension worthy. Personally, I do think Brendan Gallagher, and they showed it in slow motion. It showed Darnell Nurse looking over his shoulder, and then he looks as Galley hits him. But reality was, I don't think Nurse saw Gallagher coming. I think it might be suspension worthy. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. But yeah, the Oilers were kind of decent on the power play, but they didn't manage to score on it. Habs were 5 for 5 on the PK. I put this is nuts. And the Habs were going to the power play. Connor McDavid took a hooking call, which actually led to some 4-on-4 before the Habs power play. And then we scored. But first, I got a huge collection of jerseys. That's awesome to hear, man. Are the Devils good? Kind of Sons of Liberty. I mean, they looked good against the Bruins in both games. They won one, and they went to overtime and lost to the shootout and lost to the Bruins there. But they've looked decent so far. I think the Devils are a little underrated. I collect so much Vegas stuff. Yeah, man. All your signed Penguins Fleury hat. That's awesome, man. I can't blame you, Marcus, on it. I mean, if your favorite team is Vegas, why not collect a bunch of Vegas stuff? It's kind of the same way with me and the Canadiens. I have a bunch of Canadian stuff. If you guys watch the hockey memorabilia video, I'm on plug-in videos. Check out the one I made for Christmas Day. I worked too damn hard on a 4.5 hour long video to have like 18 people watching it. Please go check it out. Thank you. 4-2. Let's go. Let's go, Knights, baby. My predictions are holding up well. But we scored. Shea Weber scored from Nick Suzuki and Tyler Toffoli to make it a 2-0 lead before the end of the second period. 10.8 seconds left. But the goal was initially called off due to goaltender interference. Claude Julien challenged it, and it was deemed a good goal due to the 5 seconds between not only the initial contact, which was with Devin Shore, who ran into Mikko Koskinen, but the 5 seconds between that and Weber bouncing it off Koskinen's head to score, and as well as no contact with the actual goalie. No contact with the actual goalie led to the Montreal Canadiens ending up scoring 1 for 3 on the power play tonight, and that did do it for the second period. The Habs were up 2-0. Shots 23-19 for the Canadiens. Honestly, Nurse and Bear when he's on are way better at moving the puck on the power play. If I was the coach, it would be, oh god damn it, Ray bro. Nurse Cuckoo, Legason Bear, Russell Bouchard. I get what you mean, Ray bro. But seriously though, I mean, like, I could see Nurse and Bear being on the power play. Like, I've seen them on the power play. They're not too bad. They just need to get on their game. I don't know if this is some type of hangover from them drinking their sorrows away from losing to the Blackhawks in the play-ins, or if they're just not on right now. I don't know what that is. Harry, I'll check Discord after the stream. I don't want to mess up my Wi-Fi and end up not delaying the stream, but I don't want to mess up the stream in any way. So my apologies, Marcus. I'll check it after the stream, unless it's like really, really important. It's something like a trade or something, But yeah, Bouchard playing. Yeah, Bouchard better be playing sheltered minutes. Vegas win. Let's go. Oh, I posted. I hate you, Marcus. I hate you. I hate you. You're getting mod eventually, but I hate you. He says that as no. Slapshot, it might just be you actually, because I don't have the knock on wood, but I don't have the thing that's saying, oh, you're streaming late or whatever. But yeah, early on in the third period, the Canadiens were starting off nice and fast, doing their best to keep the pressure applied and do their best to get another win this season. And the Canadiens, for a 6th time this game, would be going to the penalty kill. Weber went to the box for a high stick. Habs do great at dominating while shorthanded, really doing a good job, and we ended up killing it off again. 6 for 6 on the PK tonight. I put this is ungodly. And then Adam Larson went to the box for interference. Habs were getting another power play. And the Canadiens, despite playing well, they weren't able to score on it, though it did look like Tatar had the puck in the net. It was actually after the whistle, so the Canadiens were not up 3-0. Your stream is running fine for me. Yeah, Sons of Liberty, refresh, guys. If the stream is lagging in any way for you guys, just refresh. It works for me in other streams. If they're lagging, I refresh. And if it keeps buffering, then I know it's my Wi-Fi that acts up. So it could actually be your Wi-Fi if the stream is lagging as well, which sucks. But the Canadiens, despite playing well, they weren't able to score on it. But the Habs, once again, and actually, I did not put. That was 1 for 3. 1 for 3 on the power play. But Habs, once again, going to the penalty box, 7th time being shorthanded tonight. And shorthanded, it was Artturi Lehkonen. Artturi Lehkonen not strips off. Draisaitl goes to pass it just as a cross crease near the blue line. Lehkonen picks it off, speeds down the ice, and puts it in the net past Mikko Koskinen. 3-0 Habs lead, completely unassisted goal. Lehkonen's first of the season. And actually, I did not put. Yeah, why is Lehkonen there? Actually, yeah, put Lehkonen there. There we go. I had Lehkonen under the assist for some reason. And I put this should be GG's. And I was really hoping that wouldn't bite me in the ass. 5 minutes left in the game. No one was really trying too hard to try and get more goals. And I put, though there was only one final thing for the Habs to take care of. I think you guys know what this is by now. The Habs PK was pretty good. Honestly, the Oilers... I'm reading Rabel's comment like it's something I wrote. Oilers PK is pretty good. Honestly, the Oilers have the same problem like the Islanders, but that they can't score or they're inconsistent a little bit. My Isles are sus. They turn the puck. Yeah, man. Sons of Liberty. I don't know if any of you guys saw Isles Girl 3's stream tonight for the New York Islanders game. She did a drinking game for the second period where she took a shot of vodka after every time the Islanders turned the puck over. I think she had like 5 or 6 shots in the second period, which is nuts. Unfortunately, both teams do seem to have that problem of not being able to score and being really inconsistent. The Islanders looked fairly decent in the first game against the Islanders. Or against the Rangers. Second game, they weren't even there. This third game, they just could not get past Rask. Or the Bruins just couldn't get past Varlamov. Varlamov is the only reason, in my opinion, and I say this as kind of an Islanders fan, Varlamov is the only reason this team is not 0-3-0 in my opinion. You know? And I will be honest, I think if Varlamov played that second game against the Rangers, they could potentially be 3-0 right now. As crazy as it sounds, I think that could end up being the case. That could have been the case. Maybe. Wanted to point out now because my dad asked me to. He's downstairs. He was fast forwarding the commercials. I couldn't come up to write my notes because I actually reminded him. You paused it because I was watching John's stream of the game and I was writing my notes and then all of a sudden I hear him say, "Oh, Adam Larson's going to the box for interference." I'm like, "Okay, cool. So the game's downstairs. I'll be right back." You know. And then I heard from downstairs, I was like, "No, that's a commercial. Why is there a commercial?" And then I realized, like, oh shit, we kept it paused. So my dad wanted me to point it out. So we were fast forwarding through the commercials at this point. My notes might be a little inaccurate just because I decided not to ask him to pause again. The Habs went to the power play now and shorthanded, and I put this in my notes. Fuck you, Devin Shore. I can now say breaking the shutout of Jake Allen. 3-1 Canadiens, but that should be the end of the game. Habs then did not score on the power play. They tried. They looked good, but they were 1 for 4 on the power play tonight. And that was going to do it for the game. I should probably make a script like you. Ray bro, I can't blame you for rough dogging it. Like, it seems interesting when you rough dog it, like when you just go off the cuff like that, just using this. But for me personally, this thing's a little messed up right now. So I need to write notes. You know, I guarantee I would have forgotten like every penalty that we took, and I would have had to ask you guys, what was the first penalty we took? What was the third? What was the sixth? You know, stuff like that. And I probably would have forgotten who assisted on what goals and who scored what goals, honestly. Well, not Romanov. I would have obviously remembered Romanov, but it's a little messed up right now. Yeah, exactly. We can't take dumb penalties like this against the Toronto Maple Leafs or the Flames, even the Jets, because Trill Nico, you do bring up a good point. The Jets do have a really solid power play. Laine, Connor, Scheifele, Wheeler, they have a solid offensive power play. and obviously I don't need to go into the Leafs or the Flames, but we definitely can't take dumb penalties like this. Like a bunch of the penalties, holding, cross-checking, interference, a delay of game. We cannot be taking these penalties. Delay of game. This is the second time this season already, 3 games in, that we've taken a delay of game leading to a 5-on-3. No matter how brief or no matter if it was 8 seconds this game, we can't do that. That is the one complaint I do have about the Montreal Canadiens. 3 games into the season, we already have taken 14 penalties. We've already taken 14 penalties. We've only allowed 2 goals. But still, the fact that, and keep in mind, those numbers are heavily bloated because of tonight. Like, I think before this game, we were 5 for 7, I think, if I remember correctly. But, the fact that we are 12 for 14 on the PK, half those penalties were tonight. Like, obviously, not every night is going to be like this where, we're taking seven penalties, we're able to kill all of them off, No, but, like, we can't take dumb penalties no matter what, And if we do, we have to find a way to kill them off like we did tonight, somehow killing every penalty from the Oilers off. We were incredibly lucky, actually. We are incredibly lucky that the Oilers weren't on tonight and that McDavid and Draisaitl, I want to point this out, we left McDavid and Draisaitl to 0 points tonight and on Saturday. I'm only pissed about that because I have McDavid in one of my fantasy leagues. But we left McDavid and Draisaitl pointless. They got 0 points in 2 games. The 2 people that scored, and they were both unassisted goals, were Devin Shore and Slater fucking Cuckoo. How do you let a guy named Cuckoo score on you? No, but seriously, Cuckoo did play well in his 2 games with the Oilers against the Canadiens, but still, 2 goals. You get outscored 8-2 over 2 games. That is not something that the Oilers should be doing. Yeah, Sons of Liberty. Yeah, Randy, and good night, man. Can't blame me. It's getting late as well. I actually have to watch a movie, so I want to finish up and wrap up my notes soon. I can't wait to see a shoot on Demko and Hopi as well. That's going to be really, really fun, especially Demko. Oof. No, but it is going to be fun seeing a shoot on those. Crazy Oilers fans want to fire tip. Of course they do. Why wouldn't Oilers fans want to fire tip it? Vegas is undefeated, Marcus Hunt. That is very true. Draisaitl was horrendous tonight. Lamau, thanks McDavid for no points off, man. Exactly, John. I agree, man. McDavid got me no points either. Draisaitl was terrible, especially on that Lehkonen goal. The fact that he tried to pass it like that when Lehkonen was right there, pretty much stripped him of the puck and scored. It was not. That was a new moment. Sons of Liberty. Draisaitl was Nimrod who wanted to make cutesy passes. Draisaitl, he low-key kind of was, though. He really was just stupid plays out there, stupid mistakes. This game honestly could have been close. It could have ended up being maybe 4-3 Oilers in overtime. Frankly, it should have been 7-3 Oilers because they should have scored on the power play. But or at least 6 for 7. The 8-second 5-on-3 would have been explainable if they didn't score on that. But still. But yeah. Let me be on the highlight reel. What do you mean, Ray, bro? Yo, you're always on that highlight reel, man. You're always on that highlight reel. Where am I? But that is going to do it for the game. Habs win 3-1, winning both games against Edmonton to start their 9-game series. Not 9 straight games, but to start the series of 9 games that they do play throughout the year. Final shots for 34-26 Canadiens, who are now 2-0-1 in the season so far. Really happy to hear that. Interesting to note, as I'm going to probably do every game, the hits in this game were in favor of the Montreal Canadiens 31-17. That was really interesting to me because Zach Kassian was back in the lineup. And for me, if you go back to last game, in my opinion, you looked at the hits were 34-32 and that the hits were still 31-17 now. The fact that Kassian was in the lineup, I don't know if this means that the Oilers were just more sluggish or if it was just because of the Canadiens being on the puck so much and controlling the play for the most part. In my opinion, if you shut down McDavid, Sons of Liberty, it seems to be that way. If you shut down McDavid and Draisaitl, unless some weird chance of luck, like with Cuckoo and Devin Shore happens, you likely shut down the Oilers if you shut down McDavid and Draisaitl, which sucks because I want to see Raybro happy, honestly. Most nights, unless they're against the Canadiens or Leafs, I want to see Raybro happy. because he's fucking awesome when he's happy, man. He's a fucking great when he's a happy kid. He's a great kid when he's happy. But it just sucks that the Oilers seem to have no depth. I think James Neal coming back could be a good thing for the team, which is crazy to think 2 years ago. Oh, James Neal, trade him. He's cap hit, just whatever. And now it's like the Oilers need him. At least, yeah, exactly, Ray, bro. At least you guys were better defensively. You didn't let up 5 goals. You only let up 3. One of them is at fault on Draisaitl. One of them you can't even blame Koskinen on. Realistically, this was a 1-1 tie. It should have gone to overtime. If the Koskinen goal doesn't count, and actually I want to point this out because I didn't realize, I forgot to mention this. At the end of the second period, there was a chance for, I forget who it was. I think it was Chason. I think it was Alex Chason. But it was at the end of that second period, right after the Weber goal counted. Chason had a shot that went right off the post. And I want to point out, if that goes in, this game likely is going to overtime 1-1. I don't think Lehkonen scores that shorthanded goal. And if Draisaitl doesn't mess up, this game likely goes to overtime, in my opinion. But the Canadiens on the season now are 4 for 8 on the power play, 12 for 14 on the PK. And as usual, guys, I am going to give the stats of all the Canadian players so far. I'm going to give the stats of all the Canadian players so far, and then I'm going to wrap up the stream. A, it's 1 a.m. right now, and B, my voice is starting to kill me. I got some good old-fashioned beer it's Pepsi. It's Pepsi. Suzuki leads the team. And keep in mind, I did not update this from last. Actually, yeah, let me update that real quick. That's the only thing I do want to change. So the leading goal scorer is Jeff Petrie, surprisingly. 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points. Nick Suzuki, 1 goal, 3 assists for 4 points. Losing. If the Oilers score first, you're likely losing due to momentum. Yeah, exactly, Ray, bro. Like, I think if the Oilers had scored first, definitely the Oilers could have likely won the game tonight. It's just that, even for me personally, I think even if they tie the game, the momentum completely shifts, especially if it's like that, just from the point with a slap shot and it goes off the post and in. If it's something like that, the momentum is completely changed. If it's something like how Galley opened the scoring, I think 5 seconds into the second periods, ironically, with Jake Allen and net, like the game last year against the Blues like that, that's nuts. That's absolutely a big no-no. Jake Allen should not be doing that, But yeah, if the Oilers score first, we could have likely lost due to momentum, but who knows? Yeah, hell yeah, Sons of Liberty. I like both, but Pepsi over Coke for me personally. Viewers go down to 1. But Petrie leads the team in scoring 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points. Suzuki, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Tatar with 3 goals. Weber, 1 goal, 2 assists for 3 points. Drouin with 3 assists. Anderson with 2 goals. Deneau and Gallagher each with 2 goals. Romanov getting his first NHL goal. Where's the hat? Shit. Oh, my hat's over there. Screw it. I'm lazy. But Romanov with his first NHL goal. Really happy to hear that. 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. Byron, why is Byron there? No, do not put Byron there. Evans and Lehkonen each with a goal. Byron, Edmondson, Kulak, and Toffoli each with an assist. And then still pointless. Weirdly enough, Armia, Sherrod, and Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi, though, did play really well defensively. I think I actually skipped over a note, but Kotkaniemi was playing really well defensively tonight, in my opinion, as he was last game. Kotkaniemi, I think, is starting to turn more into more of a two-way guy, even though he doesn't have any points yet. I do think he is more of that defensive type of two-way guy, and I really like that. I also do want to point out Sherrod with a fight. I forgot to point that out. But yeah, guys. Hey, Ray Bro, thank you for putting the Discord, the Twitter, and the PayPal. If you guys want, you'll get your name on the big-ass non-donor board and non-donations. If you guys do want to send, it's not recommended, it's not needed at all. You guys don't need to donate money to me. I'm not doing this for money, but if you want to and get your name on the board, you can do it if you want. Only thing is I don't have Streamlabs set up, so you'd have to put in the chat, Harry, look at PayPal, whatever, you know what I mean. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today's stream. Thank you all so much for coming out. I'm head out. Hey, Sons of Liberty, thank you, man. Exactly, Mr. Greedo. The second goal was fair. I think it was because they were looking at goalie interference. Even though it was very, very clear that Petrie didn't hit Koskinen. Devin Shore easily could have gotten out of Koskinen's way. It went off the goal mask. Like, I'd understand reviewing it if it was like, oh, hey, there's a rule, you can't bounce it off the goaltender's mask, but there's not. So it's Like, I do understand why they'd want to review it. It's just, I am really happy that it wasn't in the final minute of the second period, and Julian was able to challenge it. That is the only thing I don't like. In the final minute of the third period, you can't challenge the goal. That is a really flawed rule, in my opinion. But yeah, that's going to do it. That's going to do it for today's stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite channel, because it's not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything else. My name is Shea. Subscribe to the Puff Club. Subscribe to the Hasty Club. Subscribe to the Sub. If you're a member of the Mod Squad, like my good boys, Ray Bro, Hot Take Hockey, DT Regular, Asgirl 3. I'm trying to look back at any of the other mods that were in the stream. I think they were the only two. McDry was in the stream for a little bit. McDry. Yeah, if you're a member of the Mod Squad, thank you guys for coming to the stream. Greatly appreciated. Exactly, Petrie moved his body way before, and they showed on the replay his leg came up to avoid knocking the puck off to avoid knocking the net off its mooring. And I really did like that Petrie did that, and he moved out of the way. He didn't hit Koskinen. He kind of hit Devin Shore. He did not really hit him, just stumbled into him. Shore went into Koskinen, could have moved way out of the way, could have gotten out of the way before the goal actually went in. So I think that goal might be Devin Shore's fault, in my opinion, personally. But yeah, guys, thank you to the Mod Squad. Love every single one of you guys. While I tell you about the links, I do want to get some Triple Heart Squad in the chat for the boys that are still here, guys. Please, I haven't done this in a while. Please let me see some Triple Heart Squad in the chat, boys. Links in the description on my Twitter, my Twitch. My Twitter I don't use all that often. I'll use it occasionally. I want to get more of a social media presence on there, though. I probably should start looking into that. Twitch, I don't use it all right now, but I do want to start using my PS4 to stream some games on Twitch. I want to see how it works compared to YouTube and then start streaming on there. Last of Us, Spider-Man, Until Dawn, Uncharted. Those would be some really fun games to stream, I think. Yeah, also in the description is my speedrunning account. Once I get a controller that works on with my computer, and/or once I get a better working computer, I do want to start doing some more speed runs. Thankfully, my record at UFC and Spin in 2010 is still #1. I check it daily. No, I check it once a week, maybe. Me mod on Twitch. Yo, Ray Bro. I do need some mods on Twitch, though. I'm just saying. Low key, though, send me your Twitch on Discord. I'll mod you right away, actually. I'll mod you on Twitch right away because I know you would like you come out to the gaming streams. Definitely want to mod you. So, like I said, send me your Discord on Twitch. Send me your Twitter. You know what I mean. Send me your Twitch on Discord. But yeah, I do want to start doing some gaming videos and speedrunning videos with an actual controller. In the description, I do have my Amazon wishlist, my PO box, and my Amazon. I have my PayPal, my Amazon wishlist, and my PO box. If you guys want to send anything my way, it is not appreciated. It is not required at all. But if you, God damn, I need a second. It's not appreciated at all. It's not required at all. But if you do want to send anything my way, it is greatly appreciated. You will get a video of me unboxing whatever if you send anything my way, except during the months of November, December. In those months, I will keep, if there's anything sent to me, on my desk and held until a special Christmas Day live stream that I do want to start making a daily routine. Might actually start looking to do it on Christmas Eve, just because last year's Christmas Day stream was kind of a disaster. The year before was decent. It's just last year's was kind of meh. But I'll look into that. We have almost a whole year to decide. But yeah, the PayPal, like I said, you'll get your name on the big ass non-donor non-donations. If there's anything sent my way, it is greatly appreciated. And we'll get a video of me unboxing whatever it is you send me, and then every other month. Also, in the description is my Discord. You guys can join that. I post whenever I go live, whenever I stream. DM you it if you need. Yeah, thank you, Ray Bro. I appreciate you. DM me it if you need on Discord. Just send like a link or something, or just send your name. I'll look you up and I'll mod you on the channel. But yeah, I do also have my Discord. Like I said, you guys can also talk to me there. Ray Bro just posted the link as well to the Discord in the description, in the comments, in the live chat. So thank you very much for that, Mr. Ray Bro, Mr. Pretty kind of #2 mod in my opinion. No one's ever going to beat Mr. DT Regulator because he's a big fat homie of mine. No, but Discord, we talk on there occasionally. Like I said, I post whenever I go live and whenever I stream. Whenever I go live, whenever I post a video. Yeah, there's that. Also in the description, the final thing in the description is my letterbox. I post Whenever I rate, that's where I rate and review movies. Very rarely I'll actually review them. Most of the time I just rate them. The only reason I don't review them most of the time is because I want to start doing movie reviews. That is actually part of what I wanted to start expanding the channel on. And I still need to get that video out. I want to do a channel update of 2021, how I see where I want the channel to go, where I want the community to grow, how much, how I want to change the content, not change the content, but how I want to add content. But that'll be a video on its own. But yeah. But yeah, Letterboxd, that's where we interview movies. You can check it out if you want to know movies I love, unless you'd rather check out the video I made for Christmas Day last year, which may or may not be in my top 100 movies of all time of 2020. Please check it out. It has too few views for how much work I put into it. You can also check it out if you want to know what movies I hate. I think I'm going to try and do a video on that in the future. It seems like a really fun video to make. Top 10 least favorite movies or top 10 worst movies I've seen. So I might do that in the future. So yeah, guys, thank you all so much for coming out the stream. Over an hour and 20 minutes. This is absolutely nuts. Thank you guys for the 8 likes. Greatly appreciate it. And yeah, guys, thank you all so much for coming out to the stream. I love every single one of you guys. My name is Harry Rice. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say, but I don't think there is. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Harry Rice, and I am out. Triple Heart Squad, I love you all. Peace.